Welcome back to Olympus Critics. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like for the algorithm that does help the channel grow. So we got episode 3 of The Ones Who Live, and it was a pretty good episode. I think I liked the first episode better, but this one was pretty good. We got to see Michonne's perspective, how she was able to reach Rick, and we left off what we saw when she ventured off without the others, Daryl and all them, in that episode when she found Aiden and Bailey in their group, and you get to see that their group is pretty cold-hearted. As we've seen with other communities, this one, they're a group that travels, and if you get left behind, you're on your own. And one of the leaders of this group was Aiden's sister, and she seemed like she just didn't care. Michonne really had a problem with that because, of course, we seen her. They've come across so many groups, the Whisperers, and you have Commonwealth. I don't think she saw the Commonwealth like that. I could be wrong because I stopped watching at a time, but I do know she saw the Whisperers, the governor in his community. So yeah, she's seen her fair share of savagery with communities. This one here, man. But she was able to build a good rapport with a few of the characters, Aiden and Bailey, and of course Nat, who I thought was going to stay alive a little bit longer. Maybe the CRM probably would have tried to recruit him because he seemed like a very smart person to be able to create inventions like he did, because they end up venturing off with Michonne. He had some crazy gadgets. I really thought that he was going to survive for some other episodes, but that did not happen. Because I thought Michonne would be a little smarter, by them just coming and surprising. They wanted to eventually come help her, as she gave them a good speech about, leaving that community. The community was how they treated people. You get left behind. You would have thought Michonne would have just told them to go to Alexandria, drew them a map and just go to Alexandria. I did not think that she would actually go along traveling with a big group like that. But granted, she didn't know that the CRM would be out there just doing that to people. But I just didn't. She was on a search for Rick. It would probably make more sense to be in a small group, travel a lot faster than just traveling in a large group like they did, because they was the easy target for the CRM. And unfortunately, even though I like the character Aiden, she did not make it. You find out she was pregnant. Her and Michonne built a good rapport, and yeah, CRM took them out. And then you got Nat. I was actually becoming very fond of this character, of what he was, just the stuff he was talking about. Michonne almost was about to give up. It was on their way back to Alexandria. Nat was able to persuade her to go back, because she just didn't know that Rick was still alive. It was just so much going on. CRM took out, his friends. She just didn't have a lead to find Rick, so he was able to persuade her to go back to Alexandria. And for some reason, they came across those choppers with Okafor and Rick, and we really got to see a lot more of Nat's inventions. I really thought he would have survived. I really do, but he really did put on a show with his inventions, bringing down that chopper. You see how Michonne was able to find. She really could have took Rick out. She was this close. If Rick didn't have that arm, that would have been ball game for Rick. Would have been it if he did not have that arm. She almost took out Rick. All that searching, and you come to find out that you took out the person you love, the person you was searching for. He was right there. If he did not have that metal arm, it would have been ball game for Rick. But they find each other, and you see Nat. Nat is happy that, well, he didn't really show any expressions like he was happy or anything, but he was glad that she found Rick. And boom, that's when it happened. One of the CRM agents who was still alive was able to take out Nat. And you see Michonne, she did all that traveling to save Aiden and Bailey. They lose their lives, and now you see Nat towards the end when she was heading back to Alexandria with him. He gets taken out as well. So that was very unfortunate. But that group did help Michonne reach Rick, and Rick is reunited with her, and we see them back in the CRM. And I already knew that Jadis was there. I knew she had to be behind the scenes somewhere watching Rick. She had to hear that Rick kept trying to escape, and now she knows that Michonne is there, and seems like her and Rick had a deal. And I just don't know if Jadis is going to make a good villain. I really thought they should have kept Okafor alive. Okafor really proved that he was a pretty good villain, man. I really think that was a big mistake, taking out Okafor in the first episode. I really do. I thought he could have been up there with Negan and the governor. I stand by that. Jada's gonna have to show me a little something. Can they make this character a villain? Because Okafor, off that little sample size we got in that one episode, I wanted more of Okafor. Jada's, we gonna see, man. We gonna see. We haven't really seen Bill like that, but it is. We just gotta see. We got what we got? 4, 5, 6. Got a couple more episodes left. We'll see how she does. Can this character pull this off? But post comments. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I enjoyed the first episode far better than this one, even though this was pretty good. We got to see Aiden and Bailey's community, Nat with his inventions. I really thought that the CRM was probably going to recruit him, since he knows how to make a lot of inventions from scratch, weapons from scratch. But post comments, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.